Hi, I'm Brigham Joy, founder and president of America's Team. Want to welcome you and give you some information on why you should be part of America's Team. What we do is we take high school kids overseas to compete in international sports, and we show them a foreign country and its people and its culture all at the same time. I played college baseball at Washburn University and had the opportunity to go to Germany, Austria, the Czech Republic, and Australia, and it is the coolest thing I've ever done. And now, forming America's Team, I have a simple goal, and that's to give other kids the same opportunity that I had. America's Team, in a nutshell, we change lives through sports. I had international baseball contacts from my travels overseas as a kid, and I researched ACIS, which is American Council for International Studies. They specialize in educational travel, whereas if your son or daughter went overseas for study abroad as a college kid or went over with their Spanish teacher to learn about Spain in the classroom. So that's what they specialize in. I approached them and I said, listen, you guys have this great program of showing kids the world through education in the classroom. Let's use the baseball field or the sports complex as our classroom, and let's use sports to teach kids the world. So we then married our two companies together to form that partnership, and that's how we take kids overseas and change their lives. No matter what, each kid's going to get these core things from us. The first reason is to help prepare for college, and there's two parts to that answer. The first one is if you have the opportunity to go play college sports, what college coaches tell me is by having a trip on your resume with America's Team, that doesn't tell that coach that you're going to be the next All-American, but what it does tell them is that you've been in a foreign environment and it speaks to your class and character. So that tells them that you're going to represent their program with class and character. So the second way it prepares for college is more and more schools are looking for admission essays or scholarship essays, and this just gives you the opportunity to separate yourself from the crowd, because how many kids can write about their trip to go play sports in another country? It just gives you something that somebody else doesn't have competing for scholarships. The next one is it's going to help you grow up. Think about this. You can order a Coke here at McDonald's, no problem, right? Try doing that in another language with foreign currency. So you're going to have to think on your feet and adapt to situations like that. So you're going to grow up and become more responsible as a young adult. The next one I like to call your aha moment. We put the kids in so many foreign situations, museums, different sporting events, cultural activities, that something's going to trip their trigger, and it's going to cause them to think, aha, I learned that, and that's going to spawn more and more learning. You know, I call it learning for a lifetime. So that's the next one. I guess the next thing down the list is you're going to learn about the sport. You know, the sports, whether it be baseball, basketball, volleyball, soccer, softball, that sport's going to reflect the culture. Whether it be in Europe, the Caribbean, South America, or Australia, the sport is going to mirror that culture. Leading into that is you're going to have the opportunity to learn about a new culture from the grassroots level. And what I mean by that is one of the coolest things we do is after we get done competing against a team, that team has us over to their clubhouse for a social. And so we get the opportunity to not only compete against these kids, but our kids get the opportunity to sit down, share a meal, find out what a 16-year-old kid from Spain does on the weekends. What do they do? We get the opportunity to interact with them on a social level, just not on the playing field. Next one is, how many players get the opportunity to put the USA on their chest? Very few. I mean, our kids get to hear the national anthem in Olympic stadiums sometimes we get to compete in. So very few kids get the opportunity to represent our country in sports. And then lastly, and this is a big one I think, is they're going to come home with a new appreciation of what it's like to grow up here in the States. Just the amount of wealth and opportunity that we have is unparalleled throughout the world, and they're going to come home thinking, I am lucky to live here. At the end of the day, I know that you're going to get those 7 core lessons out of this. You'll probably get more, but I guarantee those 7 will come out of this.